Okay, well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, lunch break was pretty good, so it's time to get back to work. Now, last time we made more progress on the tower itself. We completed the base earlier, which includes the throne room and the palantir. So now we managed to get a good bit of progress on the tower, on the upper portions of the tower. Here we have the mouse study room, and we're starting to add details to the walls. Let's see. Alright, let's get the minifigures out. Oh, wait. Might put one too many. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, this is good. Alright, now we gotta attach this. Gotta be careful with this. Oh, wait. No, too high. Gotta take this off. I gotta lower it just a little more. Now I gotta do the other one. attach it to the other side. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. This wasn't in place. Okay. Let's make sure all the portions of the tower are in. And we have a flavor of a text bit, in this case from the mouthless witting. Is there any in this route with authority to treat with me, or indeed with wit to understand me? In this case, this was pretty much the point where Aragorn and the armies of Minas Tirith and Rohan were calling out Sauron at the Black Gate. The mouth had come out since he was pretty much authorized to negotiate with them. If I remember right, it was kind of just like starting with formalities. But in the end, for the most part, let me see. But I do remember, the book, it was actually a bit longer, because I remember Aragorn was like, his emissary, you mean? He said, for you be no wraith, but made of flesh and blood underneath that mask and those robes, even as I. And then after he asked him about the authority to treat with him, he's like, not thou, Aragorn. He's like, it needs more to make a king, than a piece of broken elvish glass and a rabble such as this. In this case, referring to the army he had and the bit of jewelry that he got from Arwen. Let's see. Let me see, 36. One of them is, the top one's going to get 10. Bottom one is going to get 12. There you have more scrolls, more books, and I have no idea. It looks like an orc skull. Yeah, it looks orcish considering the tusks. I have no idea how long that's been there. Let's see. And then there's one more, number 11. This one's just going to go on the bottom. Simple little one down here. It looks a little bit more organized. Well, actually, it looks a little bit more tidier, like it's been more recently used. Well, actually, it's understandable considering that's where the candle's at. The lit candle is, so that the mouth can actually do his studying and still read. Although actually wondering if he actually has eyes. Well, he probably does, even though he has it covered up mostly by that freakish helmet of his. What do we got here? Let me take a look at something pretty quick. Yeah. Okay, back to work. Four. There should be 2 more. 5, 6. Let's see, excuse me, these little yellow axles and 4 3x1 plates. One goes back here, the other one opposite. And then this is going to go down here. These two will go up here. Let's see. No, it's not the black ones I need. Let's see. Sir Didymus, hey, have you built anything else from Lord of the Rings? Well, I did build Rivendell last year, but my phone at the time was old and it wasn't really up to task. I had a few calls, so I wasn't able to record everything from that one. But yeah, I do. Let me see. I think the ones I can really recall right now would be Rivendell in recent memories, but then years back I got Bag End on my bookshelf and I have Dol Guldur on my dresser. So yeah, I have quite a few things from Lord of the Rings, and I kind of hope that they continue, but in a bit more economically. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this set right here, but I'm not willing to shell this kind of money for every single one. You know what I mean? And so far, it's coming along nicely. It's been about 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks so far since I started on this thing. Well, I would say I probably would have finished it sooner, but most of the week I'm at work. So the weekend is when I have the most time to actually build stuff like this. So how you all doing, huh? How you doing in the chat? Let's see. Oh, I think I know what this is going to be. This is going to be like a little turntable for what's coming up next. Let's see. 3Ds. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then I also have the Lonely Mountain on my desk. But it's kind of a mess, but you wouldn't be able to see too well. But yeah, quite a bit. Let's see. Put these here. All right, got the ladder. Come on. Oh great, I gotta dig that one out. 1 minute. There. I don't think this one's part of the set, so I'll put it aside for now. Let's see. And now this is going to go here into the tower. And we're going to use the last sticker of the sheet pretty soon. There's quite a few numbers here. 3, 7, 9, and 1. Oh no, I think I know what this is. This is pretty much a nod to whatchamacallit, to the refrain regarding the ring. 3 rings for the elven kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the dark lord on his dark throne in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. Well, that's the first part of it. And we're going to put this in front. That way we can anchor the whatchamacallits. And actually, let me see if I can turn around just a little. Yeah, let me just turn this around so that way I can... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got more of the study going on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, nice. And yes, Lego is an expensive hobby. Do you remember your first build? Oh my god, I forgotten. I think my first build was like a house. I do remember it was a basic set, blue bucket. There was like a small base, small green base plate. I built it. I think it was like a house, and that was a long, long time ago. I think I ended up rediscovering it a little bit. Let me see. Was it 2009? 2007 or 2009-ish, I think. That's when I rediscovered it again. Oh, wait. Missing a few pieces. Let's see, 2 of these. There should be 1, 2. Here we go. Let's see, this one's going to go here in the middle. Come on. Okay, there we go. Bit of noise going on outside. Alright, part of this is going to go here, the other one on the other side. Remove the base of the tower so that way we can get this. yeah, it has gotten expensive in recent years, but there are some things I am able to get for a deal if I look around for it. Like this right behind me. This one right here was actually a mock set. That one was inspired by the 1997 Fright Night Castle sub theme. I do remember a few years ago I was able to get a used version of the Night Lord's castle, but this one I think does a better job of it. It's one of my favorite ones in recent times. Let's see. And I still had most of the figures and things for it, even a few dragons, so I got that up there. And then I also added the Vampiric the Vampiric Knight from last, I think it was the collectible minifigure series, number 25, I believe. Yes. Let's see. Oh, I need two of these 1x1 snots. One by one here. And then I need, there should be a few. Ah, there you are. One thing I'm kind of surprised though, they didn't do a whole lot for the first series of the sets. I mean, because I know some people wanted to see a few more things. For like, heck, we haven't even seen anything from Minas Tirith. Although some folks are believing that if Barad-dur is a big success, there will likely be more. Actually, it's pretty likely there may be more, considering December we're going to see another movie. In this case, The War of the Rohirrim. And I am hearing that if they do around that time, there's probably going to be a few relating to that movie, but there are going to be a few legacy sets concerning the original, the Peter Jackson films. Now, I know there's still a little bit of talk about what some of those sets should be in question. Like some people believe that diorama sets would be a good idea, and in one sense, I do think that is a good idea to take. But one I think they really need to do is make them more accessible, because they can't keep putting out sets that cost an arm and a leg. That's way too much. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Die Hard fans have no problem with that, or Die Hard Lego fans in question, but not everyone has those kind of resources. I mean, we're not Tooks and Bagginses here. Feels like I might have used one at the wrong time. Nope, I see it. Okay, yours was the 6939 Saucer Centurion set, Christmas Eve 1994. Ooh, nice. I didn't get too many around that time myself, but I think one of the last ones I got was, I think one of them was from the Fright Night set, the Witch's Windship. I think I had that one buried somewhere. I don't know. And then I know for the Pirates, the first Pirate set, I had Skull Island. I have the pieces, but they're scattered everywhere. So if I wanted to rebuild that one, I'd kind of have to figure out a few different things. And then that being said, I did enjoy the fact that they were visiting some sets like we have the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, Eldorado Fortress. But I know some people are kind of grumbling a little bit because, one, the Icon set is the only avenue we've been able to get some of this old stuff, and that being said, said avenue is pretty hefty price tags. And I used the wrong flames. I don't need these big ones for what's next. Gotta use the small ones. There we go. So we got more lighting fixtures for the study. Quick look and see how this part's coming out. And then this is likely to get stuck on top. This portion of the tower. Gotta be careful. I don't want to knock over any portions of the wall we built up. And speaking of which, we have more in that sense. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 3x1s. As far as recent ones go, I mean, let me see. I haven't seen too much interested in me recently, but I think one I do like is the Dream sets. That has some very interesting. Those are some very interesting ideas to work with. I like the Nightmare King shark ship. That one I have on my entertainment center, along with a few others. I think I also got. Let me see. I also got Vampire Castle. I think I have both sets from. I think both of the both of the Lake Town sets from The Hobbit. Then I have, let me see, from the Lair Castle themes, the Prison Tower Rescue. Let's see, Cabin. Oh, I think I got the UFO Encounter Mothership. Oof, my gosh. I actually got that one in a deal years ago. And oh my gosh. That one is big. Let's see where 2, 3, should be one more. There we go. Let's see. Put the arch here. I'm going to turn around so that you all can see what it's looking like. I'm kind of hoping we build this up a little bit so that we can fasten the wall portions together, because as you can see, the two rounded portions in the front are starting to come undone. Well, not undone, but they don't want to sit still. Let's see. Be careful with this. Bring this stuff together, put it in so that way nothing pops out. Put it down. There. Not 100% there, but we are getting there. Okay, bag 37. See. Yeah, I think that noise is coming from next door. If I remember right, the house next door hasn't had a resident for a little while. The grass was kind of overgrown. And I do believe that the fence was still damaged from Hurricane Idalia last year. So there's quite a bit of work for them to do. I do recall there's a large truck parked next to that, not too far away. That might be it. All right, I've got this little bit here holding this down. Let's see. Okay, two of these bright greens. Two of these cream color 2x1s. Two of these yellow things. Two reds. Two more light blues. And then two of these. All right. It is kind of odd, some of the stuff that they thought to fill in some of the material inside the structure. Well, let me see. Anything from Star Wars? I would like to have the Millennium Falcon or the Death Star. You have to sell a kidney. Yeah, you probably have to sell your kidney and probably do a spy shipment or two for those. I actually do have two things from that right now. On my entertainment center, I have, I believe it's a Star Destroyer from 2014. That one I've loaded with a few extra minifigures. And then right here, I have, let me show this pretty quickly if I can get it off without damaging anything. This one I found a little while ago. I managed to get the small scale version of the Executor, and I managed to get a deal for this one. Gotta be careful when putting this back. There we go. You either have to be very good at hunting deals, or, yeah, as you said, you'd have to sell a kidney. Alrighty, these two are gonna go here. Alright, now we got two more portions, two more side detailing the bill. Let's see. There should be two more. Three. Should be one more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There should be one more here. Probably buried under something. There it is. I actually do recall something. I don't know if I actually can't see Lego doing it themselves, but I know I've seen others do like other sets from the series, like from the old Legends canon. I've actually seen something like the what was it? The Eclipse Superstar Destroyer, and from what I'm seeing, it's massive, big and heavy, and oh yikes! You would need a table just to display that thing. Let's see. Okay, we need 2 of these squares. 2 of these 1x2 plates. 2 of these 2x4s. 4 of these little holders. 3. There should be one more. There we go. Oh wait, no, I need 8 of them. Now I think about it. Two. Three. There you are. And then, alright, that'll do for the first portion. Let's see. I haven't seen too much from the Star Wars line that interests me that much. Well, like I said, mostly because, as you said, yeah, some of them you do have to sell a kidney for. If I do consider one, maybe I might consider getting a battle pack or 2. Because they're starting to figure out how to do them right now. Or at least that's how I'm seeing it, because the problem is battle packs, they tend to be small, and they don't have too much to go with it. But I know the most recent one, the Clone Trooper ones, that's actually a good step in the right direction. And you know what? If they do more Lord of the Rings sets in the future, that is a good template for them to do it with. Considering how many factions there are, they could look to make bank with those. I mean, if you had like from Mordor, Rohan, Isengard, Gondor, let's see now, Rivendell, let me see. I could go on for quite a bit, actually. But I don't know what plans they have in that regard. The only thing I'm hearing right now are rumors. 2, 3, 4. No, I need 4 more spears. 1, 2, 4. This will forward a little bit, stick this in. Let me show you what it's looking like so far. We got, well, you probably can't see it too well because, well, the pieces are black, so the only way I'll be able to show you is by using the glint of the sun to highlight these things. Here we have the spears right here. Any details on the side, there's more, but I gotta get the other one since I'm basically doing a duplicate one. Let's see what else we got. That's one thing I kind of like, when most of the pieces are one color. It's hard to tell certain things apart. Well, it can't be helped too much. I mean, there are some browns and grays in here, but most everything in here is black. Let me see. That looks awesome. How many steps pages are there? So far, this is the third booklet for this set, and I'm on step 261 so far. What do you think of the Hunt for Gollum movie? Let me see. I'm not so sure what to think about it. I mean, there is definitely material in the appendices, and I know they mentioned a bit in the story of what happened regarding the chase for Gollum himself. Because we do actually get a small idea of what happened in Fellowship, like right after Bilbo managed to escape with the ring. Because I know Gollum was pretty mad, so after a while he left the Misty Mountains, and I don't know if it was either his own thought or maybe a little bit of a trick or something, or the ring's influence, but he ended up going into Mordor thinking that he could find some friends there to help him get his revenge. What he got was pain and torment. And it was during that torment that Sauron found out what he wanted to know. Two words were heard over the din and screams of pain: Shire Baggins. And that was enough to cause a lot of trouble. I don't know if there's enough material, as far as I know, to make it extend into a movie proper. Well, a single movie I could see, but they're going to have quite a time filling it out, depending on how long they want it. Because I knew the only things I do recall is that Gandalf tried to hunt him down for a while. Aragorn ended up hunting him down for a while. And then after what happened with Mordor, he slowly started to sneak back to the west. So I think he was trying to head back towards Bag End, but then I guess he ended up following the ring's pull towards Moria. Because we do know that he followed the Fellowship into Moria, and I know it's a little bit of a prompt from when what's I'm looking for? Oh yes, when Gandalf ended up talking with Frodo about it might not have been, well, like I said, Frodo was a bit nonplussed about being stuck in these situations. Actually, I realized I missed a step. Oh yeah, I think I missed a big one. Yeah, yes, I did. I'm gonna have to take off some of the spears. Not too many though, just half of them. There should be two more. There's 1, 2, and then I need 4 of these. 2, 3. There should be one more. Oh, there it is. Alright. Now I gotta be careful about this. Well, I could probably slip some of them underneath, I think. Maybe. No, I'm gonna have to take them off. And that's not too bad, really. Oops. Thankfully, it bounced off the tower, so it didn't go far. Should be one more in here. There it is. Oh, and then one thing I will say, I may need to stop at 6 o'clock. Well, but part of that's going to depend on the weather. If it's raining, then I won't. I will probably stop for a short coffee break. But if it doesn't rain, then I'll have to stop so that I can water the plants outside. I would normally water them earlier, but it's too hot right now. And if I did it now, it wouldn't do much good because the heat would evaporate the water and then the plants would still be dry. Alright, this is how they should look right now. Let me just tilt them a little bit so you guys can see it somewhat. And now I take those two chunks we built, we're good to go. Put up these little barbed bits, like so. You can see a little bit more easier. And now we're going to stick these on, ooh, gotta be careful. I gotta be careful, I mean the tower isn't solid. Not yet. Alright, now, oh yeah, we have a bit of flavor text for this. The spear element was recolored to black for this set. I gotta be careful with this. Gotta stick this right here. And then carefully stick these pieces in because some of this stuff yeah, let's see. Start with the top end. Push these in gently and then gently push the bottom end in to connect to that set. Gently. Come on. Come on. Come on. Be good. Yeah, problem is this one came off. Oh, come on. Stop. Right there. Part of the tower came undone. Not too much. Let me see. You haven't read the books, but why did Gandalf and Aragorn hunt Gollum? I think if I'm... Okay, I don't remember too well, but I think... If I remember right, after what happened in The Hobbit, Gandalf was worried that Gollum would come after Bilbo. That was the initial... No. Well, yeah, I think that might have been part of it. Because I don't think it happened right away. It wasn't until after he had a suspicion about the ring, after Bilbo had managed to leave it and start off on his trek toward Rivendell. Once he had a suspicion about that ring. He knew it was magic, but he didn't know the extent of it. But once he had an inkling of what it could be, that's what prompted him to travel around for, I think it was like about almost a year, I think. No. Actually, I don't remember exactly how long it was in the book, but I know it was quite a while. He went as far as Minas Tirith because he needed to look up something, because if it was that ring, he needed to make certain. So he ended up looking in the archives, and he found out that it could be that ring in question, based on what happened with Isildur. That means if that was indeed the case, that's going to be a lot of trouble. So if I had to take a guess, it was likely after finding out a certain clue, like the only way he could know if it's that ring in question would be fire. Like I said, it's a secret only fire could tell. So I think sometime during his travels, he came across Aragorn and then asked him to help hunt down Gollum, but I think it was kind of relatively fruitless, because they weren't able to hold on to him for very long. And then, let me see, I think it was by that point Gandalf was worried that yes, if that was if that was indeed the ring in question, then Gollum would eventually be trying to find his way towards Bag End. But then I think he heard the rumors that that Mordor had gone to him first, and then they got him to reveal possibly what would be the location of the ring. They don't know where it is, but they do know it's in the Shire and in the hands of a hobbit. So then I think that's when Gandalf had to alter his plan. So after he went back to see Frodo and confirmed that it was indeed the ring in question, he needed to figure out how to counteract the whole situation. I think part of it was indeed, involved Aragorn a bit. He probably told him to wait and breathe for a while. He would eventually send the hobbits that way. probably in case something happened. Because in the meanwhile, Gandalf would go to Isengard and seek counsel with Saruman, unaware that he had already had plans of his own. In this case, to conspire with Sauron, and he wasn't able to leave Isengard, not right away. So that's what I was thinking. Like I say, it's been a while since I've read the books proper, but I think those are possibilities, but it could be conjecture. But then again, I would like to think that Aragorn already had known about it, or at least Gandalf had told him a few things before he headed off to Isengard. Because there was a lot of shady people in Bree, we know that for certain. I mean, there are some decent folk, but then there are some shady ones who would likely have sold them out, who would have been quick to sell out the information for some coin. And I think that was partly the case. Because I do remember once Frodo accidentally tripped and the ring slipped on him. That was pretty much a big red alert on two counts. One, for Aragorn, because that pretty much told him who he was looking for, and second, for the ring wraiths, who weren't far away, considering they were chasing. They chased the hobbits as far what was it? Buckland Ferry, I think that's what it's called. So they were nearby and they were watching the roads. I know that. And odds are good, if Aragorn wasn't able to intercept them, then odds are they probably would have been murdered in their beds. Because as far as I know, hobbits aren't too used to life outside the Shire. You don't see too many of them in the world of the big folk, or that's what they call humans. I hope that answers the question somewhat. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me take a look at this. Nope, those were black. See, looks like we have a little bit more window detail. I actually like some of this stuff right here. I actually like that a lot of these details are brick built instead of single large pieces. Although I will say one thing, I mean, even though I did have lunch before coming back to this, I mean, odds are I'm probably gonna get something to eat after I finish this. Although, like I said, that depends on how much I get done between now and 6 p.m. Because if it rains and rains well, I won't need to water the yards outside. Unfortunately, I won't know until the time comes. For all I know, it probably will, probably won't. Hurricane season can be pretty unpredictable. I think I just heard distant thunder rumbling. Anyway, what I mean by that, we usually get, right now, depending on how things are on the southeast, we may end up seeing some bits of of storms, because most of the storms we get tend to be offshoots from what's going on in Florida. So if they have a big storm coming, odds are good we might see something to the effect ourselves. The biggest one I see in my time here was last year with Hurricane Idalia, And what a mess that was. But I remember it was actually just before Memorial Day weekend. We'd kept tabs on the storm for a while, but it actually got so bad that I think it was the boss of my company actually decided to cancel work for the remainder of the week so that everyone could prepare and hunker down for the storm. And it lasted quite a few days and did quite a bit of damage. In some areas, you had trees falling over, power lines were out. So if you weren't prepared, it was just a few days of uncertainty and agony. And for some people were unfortunate to have their homes damaged by fallen trees and such. In fact, I think if I still go around the city today, there are a few parts that are still affecting repairs. I suppose we'll wait and see what happens then. Buff them up a little bit. Let's see. Let's see, and this is going to go down here. Let's see. Okay, sounds very exciting. The movies hint that there are multiple rings with different powers. Are there shelters in case of major storm public? And yes, actually, there's quite a lot of as far as those rings go. And as far as I know, we do get a quick rundown in the beginning. 3 of them went to the elves. 7 were made for the dwarves, and 9 went to kings of men. Supposedly, the rings would give those who wore them the power and the wisdom to govern their realms wisely. Unfortunately, they didn't know another ring was made in secret. In that case, Sauron made his ring to control the other ring bearers. That was his plan for it. And then let's see. Are there shelters in case of major storms? Public? Yes, there are a few shelters around the city. Probably like I think if I remember right, there are some buildings around the city that were built with storms in mind. I think like hospitals. Let me see, civic centers. Well, there's just a lot. There's a few small civic centers around here. But then sometimes we don't know how fast the storm's going to come, so most people have to hunker down their homes. But I know there's a few in case some people need to leave their homes because there are some heavily wooded areas here, and unfortunately, some of the trees weren't strong enough to withstand something as intensive as Dahlia. So you have trees falling, crashing into rooftops and such. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for those who lived in those houses. Let's see, this one's going to go here, like so, and I think there's going to be one opposite. Yep, I was right. So far, we haven't had any major storms in our area just yet, but hurricane season can last for quite a while, up until November. And depending on how strong activity is down south, well, considering most of them start in the oceans, some of them starting like as far south as the Gulf of Mexico, or some even coming as far away as from Africa. Some are able to travel across the seas and gain strength by the time they make landfall. Now, some of those can be really dangerous, but like I said, for the most part, we've been relatively safe here, although Idalia was pretty much the biggest that we've seen over here so far. Although I can't really say what. Although I'm pretty sure if you asked someone in Florida, they probably had it a bit worse since they were directly in Idalia's path. And I worry about that because I have a friend right now who's currently studying school in Florida. So he's going to end up seeing that he might, depending on how bad things get, he could possibly see just how bad some of these storms can be. Personally, I hope that doesn't happen. All right. Here's how the bees look so far. I like these. I like this right here. I like these little details right here for the decoration. These were like merlons. These would be pretty fearsome looking. And I know where this is going to go. Now I'm just going to be very careful about putting it there. Come on. Don't be stubborn. There we go. Right. There's still more to go. Down to the last 3 bags. If I'm a betting man, the next 2 bags are probably going to cover the detailings on the sides right here, and the last one is going to be the top, I believe. Sorry to hear. We only have one big storm every 5 years. Let's see. Well, hopefully, if you end up getting that big storm, it won't be as bad as what we've seen over here. I mean, for us, we were lucky enough just to have power outages, but we had a generator, so we were pretty much prepared. The only thing we couldn't do was just, well, it took a little time to get the generator going, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But the rest of this, there's some parts of the city that pretty much took it on the chin. And as I said, a few parts are still cleaning up. Let's see, there should be 2 triangular plates here somewhere. There's one. So there it is. And I realized I'm missing a piece. Two, three, four, five, so right here. One by three goes down here. This one goes here. This goes here. And then we gotta get 2 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like it's 5:10 right now. Let's see, were you affected by Hurricane Katrina? Not terribly. Most of that was more towards the west, like Louisiana. Those folks, they got hit badly by it. The most I think we felt from Katrina was a bit of bad rain, but not as anything as bad as Idalia. Although, of course, if I said that with the victim standing next to me, well, I'd get an earful. Yeah, right now summer is our hurricane season here, so yeah, we are trying to be watchful for some of these things. Right now, I'm not seeing too much right now. I mean, supposedly we might get thunderstorms here today, but it's a low chance right now. We are in the late afternoon, so if it happens, I'm kind of hoping that if that's the case, we at least get some rain. But so far, it's 5 o'clock. I haven't seen anything yet. Let's see, this goes right here, this one goes here. The orange one goes right here. See. And this goes on left hand side. Quick shot of this before I attach it to the tower. Make sure let's see. You had to go to Turkey after the earthquake last year and dig for people. Total chaos. Yikes. Mother Nature can be a terrible thing, it is. Problem is, you stand in one spot for too long. It really takes a toll on your feet. I mean, but then again, sitting in one spot doing the same thing isn't helpful either. And there's no way I could have seen myself building this thing sitting down. It's when people speed through it like they think it's there in Daytona. It's ridiculous sometimes. Sometimes during the night you can hear you can hear some people driving like that on the main road. Some of these people are crazy. Good grief, man. Alright, now we gotta stick this onto the side. Careful, very careful. Whoa, there we go. Now we're getting there. Just gotta stick these bits in. Oh. Man, detail on this thing's looking crazy. I swear, I mean, if I wasn't building the tower, it feels like I was holding some kind of weapon of mass destruction right here. And we have a bit of flavor text here. Multiple copies of the tower section can be stacked together with the easy modular building system. Let me see, what time is it? 5:21. We've got 2 bags left. Don't know what we'll be able to get done between now and 6. Let's see. Here's one more. All right. this one's going to go on top. This goes behind it. Actually, I might not stop at 6 if that's the case. Maybe, well, actually, maybe I might wait until 6:37ish. Because at 6 o'clock, I may end up taking the coffee break after all. It might be a pretty short one, maybe a couple of minutes. And I realize wait, let's see. No, I'm right. Oops. Almost forgot these. Should be one more. There you are. Alright, let's see what we got. No, actually I did mess up something. This has got to go here. Then this one goes here. So I need 4 of those, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Alright, here's how they're looking right now before I stick them on the side of the tower. Or those monkey kid handles, and we have some spires here, actual spires. this is how this little bit of grilling is coming out. Man, that's crazy. And this is going to be put on the front. We have a bit of flavor text for this. The blade element was recolored to black for the set. So were a lot of things, it seems. 36. Okay, next up is the top platform. I need a dark brown one. Actually, that was a dark brown one. Wait, this has got to go in. very careful with this, because part of it wants to come undone. You don't see many cheese slopes in orange. Now we're going to put this on top of the tower. No, this has got to go right here. Oh, jeez, I hate when that happens. I hate when something comes apart and then snaps something out. I hate when that happens. It's not too bad, I hope. Good. Alright, let's try this again. Oh! Ooh! Woo! That was close. Whew. Too close. Alright, let's try this again. I got an idea where I want to put this. This is going to have to go right here, I believe. Let's go right here, and I believe. There we go. Almost had a disaster there, which would have been horrible at this point in construction. Alright, now this, we gotta turn it around. And this should go back here. These people driving around like it's bloody Daytona. Good grief. Alright. Alright, those two are in. And we come to it at last. The last bag. The bag end of the set. And bag end. How droll. Thankfully, I saw where that piece went. Haven't seen these in a long time. I haven't seen them in this color either. Gotta get another one like it. Oops, missed a piece. Yeah, I think, let's see, 4:30, yeah. I think it has to come to that. I will probably stop at, well, I probably won't stop the stream at, whatchamacallit, at 6 o'clock, but I will take a few minutes off to get some coffee or something to drink. Because right now, this is the last bag. We're on the home stretch. Okay, 2 light brown double-sided snots you I was looking for. 4 of these orange 2x1 cheese slopes. There you are. And 4 of these light brown little studs. I gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful because other stuff is a bit loose. Just let me connect to the front. Dark brownish. Ah, there it is. And this is going to be put in front of the blade details. Whoa, almost got a little too eager there. I like the fact that they double molded these pieces right here. there should be one more of them. One of those little hook things. Those holders. Got it right here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Nope, I messed up. Somewhat. Not too much. I don't need to take too much apart. There we go. This one goes right here. Second will go opposite. Whoa! Let's see. Okay, what is this? A mudguard element was used to create the shape of the eye. Mudguard? Oh yeah, for vehicles. In about, let me see, what time is it? Okay, well, it gets to 1 more minute. I'm going to take that coffee break, but I will keep the stream going. Like I said, I'm probably going to wait till 6:30 or 7 before. Well, actually, I might be finished before then. If not, then, well, I guess no. Actually, I'm probably going to finish it tonight. But I want to try and get this done. Like maybe. Actually, I can see it's being done before 7, in which case I can go outside and, water the plants. Should give me one more. Oh, no, there isn't. And I know why. Let me just finish this last step and then I'll have that coffee break. Alright, here's how it's looking so far. Not too much right now, but anyway, I'm going to step off for a little bit, get some coffee going. So if you guys need to get a drink, go to the bathroom, grab a bite to eat, go ahead and do that, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Took a tiny bit longer than I thought, but not by much. So, plan is to continue the build until 7. Personally, I don't think it's gonna rain. It really doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm going to stick this thing in. Let's see. Now we need a few pieces to set the eye in. There should be one more in here. Yeah. Ah, here's something new. We have clear 1x1 snots. Okay, the red disc will go in the front end, whereas orange ones will go in the back. Let's see, message on the phone, but I don't think it's something you need to worry about. Ooh. This is actually starting to look very good. should need one more. Ah, there it is. Now what? Just now, Cherry Garage 7 volume. Ah, welcome. On the tail end of this build right here, most of the tower is built, so the only thing left is the great eye. I gotta be careful. I don't want this thing to snap apart. Not when we're so close to the end. We have black candlesticks. Well, I think this would be considered candlestick pieces. 4, 5, 2 more, 6. Where does this come in? Oh, this comes on the right side of it. And then we got, let's see what else we got. 4 of these pieces right here. These are these very jagged pieces. I think I've seen them as far back as Next. Because I know some of those were made for like the monster weapons. And then we're going to stick it onto the tower itself. Stick it in with this end facing up. Come on, work with me. Come on, work with me now. And how appropriate the flavor text right here. You cannot hide. I see you. Yep, the big man himself. We're not done though. We still have a little bit more to do. Gotta take the little tag out so the light bulb will function. Take this little doodah, stick it in. And that's going to go onto this. And now we're going to do something that is either going to go very well or very poorly. We're going to stick this on the base. This thing is big. Let's see what else is there. Okay, then we have, where's that thing? Take this little doodle, stick this end in, and then we're going to stick this inside the back end. Lock the tower in place. And now the last, I think one of the last steps. We need to stick everything together. So let me get this off, and let me get the base back on. Is half as tall as I am. Okay, I do realize how the door mechanisms work now. There wasn't anything missing. Oh boy. And now we gotta put the tower on top. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Come on. What's in the way? Feels like there's something in the way. Oh wait, no, it's not. I don't think it's meant to go any farther than that. Let me take a look at it. Oh, it's already attached. It is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This thing is massive. I'm standing right next to this thing, and we're sitting. It's well, mostly because of what I had sitting on. This is reaching as high as I am, and we have a bit of flavor text. Last one. This one from Saruman. Let's see. Concealed within his fortress, the Lord of Mordor sees all. His gaze pierces cloud, shadow, earth, and flesh. You know what I speak, Gandalf. A great eye, lidless, wreathed in flame. And that is it. We are finished. Let's bring the minifigures back out. Let's hurrah. Oh my gosh. I honestly can't believe how big this thing is. I can't. Actually, let me turn it around and move the phone around. So that way I can give you... Okay, it wasn't too tall. I know I expected it to be big, but I didn't think it was going to be so tall. I thought it was going to be so tall it ended up hitting the ceiling fan. So let me move this aside for a bit. Move this over so that way I can... Where's that black plate I found earlier? I can use that to show some of the minifigures. The golems and the golems and the whatchamacallits. Yeah, the basket. All right, let me adjust everyone else here. All right. Let's see. All right, now for a quick show, what we got right here. Here we have the minifigures right here relative to the tower. Here on this base right here, we have Frodo, Sam, and Gollum on this little cliff face right here. And here we have on this one big place right here, we have all the baddies. We have all in the front. We have the 4 underling goblins. Let's see, we have the smithy, the cook, and then let me see, and then we have the 2 soldiers, and then behind them, the big bads, we have Gothmog, the general, we have the mouth of Sauron, and Sauron himself, the big guy, the master of the tower. And now, I'm going to show you just how big this, well, actually, you know how big. I'm going to put this little platform right here for comparison, if it could fit. This thing is massive. I built quite a few things in my time, but this is the biggest one. This is the biggest thing I've built of all. Look at it. It's even dwarfing my Lion Knight's castle behind it. It's, oh my gosh, it's huge. Oh yeah, let's test the light brick. Not bad. Not great, though. I think I could do a little bit better, though. Actually, wait. Let me see if I can adjust that. I think part of it looks like it's off. All right. Let's try that again. Oh my gosh, this thing is colossal. Let's try the light brick one more time. A little better. Kind of would like it if the thing encompassed the eye, but you know what? I'm actually considering getting a light kit for this thing. If I can find a good one, I might consider getting it. See if it could light up the eye better, and then maybe the whole tower. But oh my god, that is it. That is big. Wait, let me straighten this up a little bit. There. Oh my god. It's done. It's taken about 7 streams, about the better part of maybe 2.5 weekends, but it's finished. Barad-dur is at long last complete. Whoo boy. I gotta tell you folks, I never thought I'd be building something this big, or let alone the tower itself. I never did. But here we are, standing at the finished results. And with that, I think we are about, what's this? Yeah, we're about done. So, that is going to be it for tonight's stream. I hope, for those of you who came in partway through, I am going to save everything as highlights and compile it into a collection so you can watch it at your leisure. It's taken a lot of blood, sweat to put this thing together, but it's finished. It's finished. That's going to be it for Barad-dur, and this thing is going to stand proudly right here for quite some time. Now, with that done, I need to figure out what to do for next weekend. Actually, no, next weekend I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to East Memories of Salsetta. And let me see. Friday. Yeah, let's see next week. Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, it'll probably add the next two parts for East. So that should be it for tonight. So for those of you who came to watch, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this architectural construct of epic proportions. So the plan is next Friday we're going back to Yeast Memories of Salsetta, and I hope you guys enjoyed the build, because it took a while, but I know I did enjoy it. So until next time, folks, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your eating. Goodbye for now.